Now, if you want to build your online presence, then there are various ways by which you can do it. One of them is having your own website. Whether you are a personal brand or you have a business, having a website can really boost your online presence. And that's what we are going to cover in this video. We are going to take a look at how you can create your very own website from scratch without touching a line of code. And for that, we are going to use the most popular content management system, that is WordPress. And we are also going to use one of the most popular page builder, that is Divi, using which you will be able to create a website in no time, whether it's your personal portfolio or maybe a business website or even a full featured e-commerce website. You can do it all using the Divi page builder. And above all, you can also use the power of Divi AI to create some amazing looking web pages, content, and images for your website. So if all that sounds interesting, then let's dive in. My name is Ankit and you're watching Elegant Themes YouTube channel, the makers of the Divi page builder. Now before we proceed, I would like to mention that all the links, resources and plugins that we are going to use or recommend in this video, we have added the links to all of them in the video description below. So if you want to check out details about any one of them, you can go ahead and check out the link in the video description below. And some of the links might be our affiliate links. So if you use those links to make your purchase, we might earn a little bit of kickback, which is not going to cost you anything extra, but it's definitely going to help us create more helpful and free content just for you. And if you want to read about each and every step that we are going to cover in this video, we have created a complete blog post that you can follow and create your website using Divi. So if you want to follow along and read the blog post, we are going to leave a link for that in the video description below. So let's talk about the step number 1, that is booking our business domain. Now, a domain is your online identity for your business, which people are going to search online in order to find your business on the internet. So we need to make sure that the domain that we are going to book for our business should reflect the identity of our business. So before you go ahead and book your business domain, make sure you check few things. Number 1, make sure you book a domain name which is exact match of your business or your brand name, so that it's easy for your offline customers to find your business online. Number 2, make sure you always go for a .com domain extension first. But in case if .com domain extension is not available for your business or your brand name, then you can look for other domain extensions as well. But your first priority should always be a .com domain extension. Number 3, and this one is really important, make sure you book a domain from a website which gives you free domain privacy, which means all the contact information that you provide while booking your domain will always be kept private with the domain registrar. Otherwise, your contact information will be visible publicly and you are going to get a lot of spam emails and phone calls. And I'm sure as a business owner, you don't want to spend time handling that. So that's why you should always book your domain from a website which allows free domain privacy. And for this one, we always recommend websites like namecheap.com, which offers a wide variety of domain extensions at some amazing prices. And above all, you get a domain privacy for free of cost for lifetime. And if you want to get some exclusive deals on the domain that you're going to book, make sure you check out the link in the video description below. And once you click on that link, you will land up on page like this one. And here you just need to type in your business name. So let's say we try to book this domain and we are going to search for a .com extension. And once we enter the desired domain name, we just need to click on search to check if the domain is available or not. And this one shows available, so we can just go ahead and click on add to cart and then click on our cart on the top right corner. And let's click on view cart. So on this cart page, we can see we are going to book this domain for 1 year. And along with that, we are also getting a domain privacy for free of cost forever, which means that whenever we are going to renew our domain, we are going to get the domain privacy free. So you don't have to spend anything extra to protect your privacy. And once everything looks fine, you can just go ahead and click on confirm order. And you will be redirected on the checkout page where you can do the payment using your credit card, or maybe you can use PayPal as well. Now let's move on to the next step, that is booking our website hosting. Now think of web hosting as your website's home. It stores your website files and makes them accessible to your visitors. Now there are various hosting providers available, including SiteGround, Pressable, Flywheel, and Cloudways, as you can see here on our Divi hosting page. Now these providers offer hosting designed for WordPress and Divi. So an optimized WordPress hosting ensures that your website is fast, safe, and well equipped to run WordPress. And these hosts are designed to run Divi flawlessly. Now of the four, we are going with SiteGround because it offers the most value for money, which is great for a beginner. SiteGround offers free email, site migration, SSL certificate, and one-click WordPress install. If you want to learn more about the web hosting that we recommend, make sure you check out the link in the video description below, or you can visit elegantthemes.com/hosting. Now in order to get best deals with the SiteGround hosting plans, make sure you click on the link in the video description below, and this is going to take you to the SiteGround website. And here you can just click on Get Started and choose your suitable plan. So let's say we go with starter plan, which starts with $2.99 per month. So let's click on Get Plan. Now some website hosting company also provide a free domain for first year, and that's the case with SiteGround as well. If you want to book a new domain, you can enter the domain here and then click on Continue, and you will get a free domain for first year. But in case if you have already purchased your domain, you can go ahead and click on Existing Domain and then enter your domain name here and then click on Continue. So you can enter your existing domain name here and then click on Continue. And after that, you will have this checkout page where you first need to enter your account information. So here you can enter your email address, a strong password to create your SiteGround account. And after that, you just need to enter some client information. And after that, we have the payment information where we can enter our card details. And if we scroll down at the very bottom, here we can see the order summary says we are getting this hosting plan for 1 year for $35.88 only. So you can go ahead and do the payment and complete the checkout process, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright, so after booking our hosting provider, it's time to install WordPress on it. Now there are various ways by which you can install WordPress, but thanks to the auto install feature of SiteGround, which helps you install WordPress in just a few clicks. Let me show you how. So once we are done with the purchase of our hosting plan, we will see this dashboard once we log in our SiteGround account. And from here, we need to go to websites. And this is the panel where it will show all the websites that we are going to host with this hosting plan. So as we are going to add a new one, so we click on New Website. And here we again get an option to book a new domain, or we can link our existing domain with this hosting account. Or if you want to just see how everything works, how you can use the hosting panel and various other stuff, you can use the temporary domain from here. And once you connect your domain, we will land up on this page where we can either start a new website or we can migrate already existing WordPress website to our SiteGround account. But right now we are going to build everything from scratch. So we are going to click on Start New Website and then click on Select from here. And after that, we can choose whatever application we want to install. So here we have option for WordPress. We can install WordPress along with WooCommerce, that is the e-commerce plugin for WordPress, or we can also install Weebly Site Builder. But right now, let's go ahead and install WordPress from here. So we click on Select. And here we need to enter the email address that we are going to use to log in our WordPress setup. And after that, we need to enter the password to log in our WordPress backend. So I would highly recommend that you go ahead and click on Generate so that you can have a strong password for your login. And after that, we just need to click on Continue. And after that, we have an option to add Site Scanner as an additional service. So we can go ahead and skip that and click on Finish. Now it's going to take a few seconds to do all the backend stuff, and we will be ready with our fresh WordPress copy installed on our SiteGround hosting server. Alright, so we are done with our setup, and here we have three options. We can go and visit the front end of our website. So let's click on this. So this is how the WordPress front end looks like, and we are going to customize everything here. And after that, we have an option to access the WordPress backend. So we can click on this and it will take us to the WordPress backend. But let's go ahead and click on websites. And here we have our website, which we have just created on the SiteGround hosting server. So in order to log in the WordPress backend, we can simply choose the WordPress admin button right here. Let's click on this. And this is going to redirect us to the backend of our WordPress setup. So here is the welcome screen of WordPress starter from SiteGround itself. So let's click on exit this wizard. And here we are in a fresh copy of our WordPress setup. Alright, so once we are done with setting up WordPress on our hosting server, it's time to install the Divi theme. Now in order to download the Divi theme, we need to go to elegantthemes.com, and here if you have not purchased the Divi theme yet, you can go ahead and click on the pricing plan here. And here you will get two pricing plans. Along with that, you can also check the lifetime price for the Divi theme, and you can check out all the details about the pricing plan and choose the one which suits best for your requirement. If you want to use the power of Divi AI, then you need to go for the Divi Pro plan, which is right now at $277 per year. And once you are done with the purchase, you just need to click on My Accounts and then click on Product Downloads. And it's going to take you to the members area, and in the themes and plugins section, here you can see the download Divi theme button. So let's click on this. And this is going to download the zip file for the Divi theme. And once we have downloaded the zip file, we now need to go back to our WordPress backend and go to Appearance and then click on Themes. And here right now we have the default 2024 theme. So let's go ahead and click on Add New Theme. And then we will click on Upload. And then we will choose the zip file that we have just downloaded. So let's click on this. And here is the zip file that we have just downloaded. Let's select that and then click on Install Now. Alright, so now the theme is installed. Let's go ahead and activate the Divi theme. So we are going to click on Activate button from here. And now we have installed Divi theme on our WordPress setup. Now the next step is to activate the Divi license so that we can start using the Divi theme on this website. Now in order to activate our license key, we can go to the left hand side navigation, and here we have theme options. Let's click on that. And from here we need to go to updates, and here we need to enter our username as well as our API key. So once again we need to go to elegantthemes.com, and in my account section I will go to username and API key, and here we have the username. So we click on this and it will get copied automatically, and then come back here and paste it under the username section. And for the API keys, I'm just going to click on this key here, which is again going to get copied automatically. And then come back here in my backend and then paste the API key here and click on Save Changes. And with that, we have successfully activated Divi license on this WordPress setup. Now just in case if you want to use Divi on multiple websites, so you can go ahead and generate separate API key for each website you are working on. So for that, you need to come back here in your members account, and under API keys, we have an option to generate new API key. So this is going to give you a new unique API key that you can use on any other website. And just for your reference, you can also add a label here, which makes it easy for you to track the API key which you are using on a particular website. So as we are in the Divi theme options right now, so let's go ahead and check what are the other options we have here. So after adding our API key, we can now move on to the first step, that is General. And here we have a lot of options that we can use to customize our Divi website. Starting with the first option where we can upload our logo for our business. So we can click on Upload from here, and from the media library, we can choose a preloaded image and use it as our logo. Along with that, we can also play around if you want to use the fixed navigation bar. And we can also set the default colors for our website. So this is going to be really helpful to keep the color consistency on all the pages of our website. And if you scroll down, there are a lot of other options that you can play around with. After that, we also have an option to customize the navigation of our website. And after that, we have an option for Builder. So we can enable where we want to use a Divi Builder to create our pages, post, and other custom post types. So we can use the Divi Builder on all the post types on this website. After that, we have layout. So here we can choose which item to display on the blog post section, and we can also play around with the other settings of blog post. And after that, we also have an option to customize the ad display on this website, and we can also do settings related to SEO. And after that, if you want to play around with some advanced settings, we can also add some custom codes in header and footer or anywhere on this website. And if you want to deep dive in each and every option of Divi Theme Customizer, then we have created a separate video for that, which you can watch after this video. So we are going to link that in the video description below. Alright, so if we come back here in Appearance and then go to Themes, Here we can see we have activated the Divi theme, and now we can get rid of all these default themes just to keep it clean here. So let's go ahead and click on theme detail and click on delete. Alright, same for this one and same for this one as well. Alright, so now we only have the Divi theme installed on this setup. Let's go ahead and create other pages, and after that we are going to cover how we can add all these pages in our primary navigation. So let's come back here in our WordPress backend, and in order to create a new page we need to go to pages, and here we have already designed our home page. We have a sample draft page for privacy policies, and we already have a sample page which we can get rid of, and then we can create a new page. Let's say we want to add another page like about us or maybe a contact page. So let's do that. So first we click on add new page, and then let's call it about us. Let's click on publish, and then let's click on add new again. And this time we will call it contact us and publish this page as well. And maybe we also want to add a blog page. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's call it blog and then publish. Alright. So now we can come back here in our backend. Here we can see that the pages that we have created are in random order. We want our home page on the top of the list. Then maybe we can add about us, then contact us, and then blog, and privacy page or terms and condition pages. They can come lower in the list. So let's see how we can rearrange this list. So first for our home page, we need to click on quick edit from here. And then in the order, we will make it as 1 and then click on update. After that, for about us page, we will click on quick edit. We will mark the order as 2. Let's update this. And for the contact page, we will mark it as maybe 3. And same for the blog page, we will mark it as order 4. And then for maybe the privacy policy page, we will mark it as 10, maybe at the bottom. In between we can add more pages. So let's update this, and now if we refresh this page, we can see our pages are now rearranged. So we have home on the top, then about us, contact, blog, and privacy policy at the very bottom. Now once we have created our pages, let's go ahead and use these pages to create our navigation menu. So for that we need to go to appearance and then click on menus, and here we first need to give a name to the menu that we want to create. So let's say we call it top menu, and then we also check mark this as our primary menu so that it will get replaced on our header. So let's click on create menu, and then we can add our pages here. So we click on select all and then add to menu. Once again, we can rearrange the items here. So let's take home on the top. Then comes about us. Then comes contact us. And after that, we have blog page. Let's click on save menu in order to save our changes. And now if we open this website in the front end, so here we have our navigation in the website header. Now once we have created all the pages, it's time to set the page that we have named as home as the home page of our website, so that whenever any visitor try to open our domain name in the web browser, they will land on the page that we define as our home page. In this case, we are going to define our page named as home as our home page. So for that, we need to go to settings and then click on reading. And here we have an option, your home page display. So we are going to choose a static page here, and then for the home page we can select the page name here. So here we can see our pages are getting listed here, so we can make any page as our home page, but right now we will select the page named as home, and we can also set a page for our blog post, but we are going to leave it as it is, and then we will click on save changes. If we come back here on our pages, we can now see this page is showing as front page. So now whatever content we want to show on the home page of our website, we need to add it on this page. So let's start designing our home page first. For that, we come back here in our WordPress backend And from pages, we need to go to all pages, and here we have our home page. So we can directly click on edit with Divi from here, or we can just click on edit this page to go inside it. And then from here we can click on use the Divi builder. So let's click on this. And now we got three choices here. First is build from scratch, where we need to add all the sections, columns and modules from the Divi page builder, and then create the complete page from the ground up. Along with that, we can also choose an option for pre-made layout, so we can create the entire page using the pre-made library of templates from the Divi library. Along with that, we also have an option to build with AI. So we will be able to create the entire page using Divi AI. So we can create the entire page of our website using Divi AI. We will cover that in the later part of this video, but right now let's go with choose a pre-made layouts. So for that, we click on browse layouts, and this is the template library from Divi. And here you will find template for any kind of website. So no matter what kind of website you are trying to build, chances are you will be able to find a template for that in this library. But just in case if you are not able to find the exact match, I'm sure you will be able to find one which is very close to what you're looking for. And then you can use the Divi page builder to edit that as per your requirement. Along with that, we have some categories which we can filter to find the desired layout. Or we can simply use the search box here. So let's say for this example, we are building a marketing agency website. So let's type in marketing here. And here we have some templates for the marketing website. And this is the home page template. So if we click on this, here we can see this home page is part of a layout pack consists of 9 templates. So we can create contact, blog, project, portfolio, services, and all the pages a marketing agency website would ever need. So this is how the homepage template looks like. We can open this in a new tab to take a look in a live preview. So here we have the hero section of the layout, and if we scroll down, this is how the complete template looks like. So if we come back here, and in order to add this template on our page, we just need to click on use this layout. So let's click on this. And this is going to take a few seconds to import the complete template on our page. So right now it's asking us to import all the presets. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so now our template is imported and this is how it looks. We are right now inside the Divi Visual Builder, and here we can edit all the text and images as we want. So if you want to change the background image from here, or if you want to change any content, so we can do that from here. Or if you want to add any new section, that we can also do right from here. And once we are done, we can simply click on save from here, and then we can click on exit Visual Builder, and we will be back in the front end of this page. So this is how our home page is going to look like. Now, as I mentioned before, in order to edit any element on this page, we can use the Divi builder for that. Now let me give you a quick preview of how you can edit anything on a page using the Divi Visual Builder. So once we have created all the pages for our website, let's see how we can use the Divi Visual Builder to create or edit any page as we want. So let's say we have a sample page here and we want to edit this with Divi. So let's click on edit with Divi. And this is how your page will look once you are inside the Divi Visual Builder. And everything in the Divi Visual Builder is divided into 3 parts. Number 1 is the parent section, which holds everything. And under that, we have a row which we can divide into different columns. And under that column, we can add different modules. Like in this case, we have a text module here. Now let me show you everything from the very beginning. So let's go ahead and remove everything from here. So we delete this section, and as soon as we clear everything, we will get this pop-up which will ask us to add a row. So here we can select if we want to add a single column, double, triple, or any other structure. So let's say we want to first add a single column layout. Let's click on this. And now it's asking us in this particular row where we have selected one column, what module we want to add. So once again, let's say we want to add a text module. So here is your text module, and let's click on this. So here we have the sample text from our text module, and here we have a pop-up which we can drag anywhere on the screen to control the module settings. Now what I personally like is to drag this pop-up to the very left, and stick it to the left of the screen so that I can control every setting on the left and I can see the preview on the right. Now whatever module we add on our page, we will always get this setting pop-up or the left-hand panel if you stick it on the left. And this is controlled by 3 tabs. Tab number 1 is content, where we do all the editing and content stuff. And after that we have a design tab where we can control all the styling of the particular module. And after that we have the advanced tab which controls the advanced settings of that particular module. So in this case, here in the content section, we can add whatever content we want, and then we can choose a background image or a background color for this module. So let's say we add a color like this one to make it a little bit of gray shade. After this, we can go to design, and here we can play around with all the stylings. Let's say we go to text, and maybe we can change the font size, or maybe we can play with letter spacing and everything that you can imagine to style your module. And once we are done with all the editing, we can go to this green check mark here. If we click on this, it's going to save our changes. Now you can go ahead and add as many sections or rows to create your entire page. Let's say inside this same section, we want to add another row, but this time we want to add a 2-column layout. So we mouse over here below this row, and we now see a green plus icon here, which means that it is going to add a new row. And here we have the structure of 2-column. So we click on this, and now we get the 2 gray plus icon, which means that we need to add one module on the left and second module on the right hand side column, which means that we can add modules in left column as well as on the right column. So maybe on the left hand side, you want to add some text like this one. So I'll leave the sample text here, and maybe on the right hand side in the second column, we want to add an image module. So we click on this image module here, and right now we will leave it as it is with the placeholder image, but we can always go ahead and delete this and upload the image from our media library or even generate from AI, which we are going to try in few minutes. And once we are done, just simply click on this green check mark here and all the changes will be saved. So this is just a quick overview of how you can design your entire page using Divi Visual Builder. Now if you want to deep dive into this and learn what advanced layouts you can create using Divi Visual Builder, I would highly recommend that you go ahead and check out the video that we will link in the description below so that you can learn everything about the Divi Visual Builder. So once you are done with this video, make sure you go ahead and check the video description below to learn more about Divi Visual Builder. And now we can just click on these 3 dots and then click on publish to save our changes to publish this page if you are doing it first time, or click on save if the page is already published. And then we can just click on exit Visual Builder, and then we will land on the front end of this page. Now while we are on the home page of our website, if we scroll down at the very bottom, here we have very professional looking footer for our website, which is coming from the layout template that we have just imported. But if we scroll down a little bit more, this is the default footer that we are getting from the default Divi theme. So let's see how we can replace this default footer from the Divi layout that we have just imported. So let's go ahead and enable the Visual Builder again on this page. And now we have the Visual Builder enabled on this page. So let's scroll down at the very bottom. Now here, if we mouse over, we can see these 2 sections. The first one is holding this banner here, and the next one is holding our footer area. So let's say we want to use both of them as our footer. So all we need to do is just right click here and then go to layer. So here we can see we have footer CTA as well as footer links. So we need to copy both of them. So let's click on these 3 dots here. And then we can copy this section. Let's go to the dashboard of this WordPress setup. And now we can go to Divi, and then we need to click on Theme Builder. Let's click on this. And this is the default dashboard of the Divi Theme Builder. And here we have 3 options. We can create a global header, a global body, and a global footer. So basically these are the 3 templates that actually creates the entire page, and we can design the template for all the 3 using the Divi Theme Builder. So right now we need to design a global footer. So we need to click on this, and here we get 2 options, build global footer and add from library. Again, we can import anything from the Divi library, but let's see how we can do it from scratch using the build global footer option. Let's click on this. And this is going to take us into this blank canvas area where we can use all the sections, columns, and various modules in the Divi page builder to create our footer. But right now we already have copied a section that we wish to use as our website footer. So all we need to do is just right click here, and then we need to click on paste section. And here we have the banner section pasted here. And now we can just get rid of this default section from the top, so that we have our banner section only. And then we come back here, and this time we are going to copy our footer links. So let's copy this section again, and we come back here in our footer editor. And now in order to add the section that we have just copied, let's click on this blue plus icon here. We add a regular section. We use single column layout, and then we just need to right click on this and click on paste section. And boom, we have our link section added here. And now we can get rid of this blank section here. And now we have both the sections added here. And now we have both the sections added here as our global footer. And once we are done, we just need to click on these three dots at the bottom. Click on save to save our changes, and then close this box. And now we are back in our theme builder. And finally, we just need to click on save changes from here to save all the changes we made to the theme builder. Now, before we look at this in the front end, let's come back here in the visual builder of our home page. And from here, we need to remove this footer links as well as the footer CTA, because both of these sections are now part of our global footer. So we don't want to repeat them on our home page. Let's close this. And then we again click on save changes, and then we will exit the visual builder to see the front end of this page. And now let's refresh this page again and scroll down at the very bottom. Here again we have our footer, which is part of our layout that we have imported. But let's see what happens if we click on any other page. Let's say we click on About Us. Here we have a blank page, but we have our global footer showing on this page as well. Same goes with another page. We have the blank page and our global footer, which means that we have successfully added our footer template on all the pages as a global footer. So this is how we can create global header, global footer, and we can also define the template for the body that will reflect on all the pages of our website. Now we just experienced how amazing the Divi layout packs are and how you can create any kind of website using the Divi layout packs. But let me show you the power of Divi AI and how you can use that to create any kind of web page in just a few seconds. So we come back here in our WordPress backend and we go to pages. And let's say we add a new page and we call it AI Home just to give it a name. And let's save draft for this. And now let's click on Use Divi Builder. And once again, we will get these three options, but this time we are going to choose Build with AI. So let's click on Generate Layout. And here we need to describe the page that we want to create using the Divi AI. So let me just go ahead and enter this simple prompt or the description about my page. And after that, we can add the details about our company or the whole website in this column. But we are going to leave it as it is. And after that, we have an option for customized fonts and colors. And here we can define the global fonts, the colors that the Divi AI is going to use to create our final layout. So here we can choose any font, or we can choose the website default to keep the style and font consistent. So we will choose the website default, and same we will choose for everything, for the fonts as well as for the colors. And once we are done, we just need to click on Generate Layout, and it's going to take a few seconds to generate all the layout and pages and content for this page. Alright, so here we have our web page that we got for our website. So we can see we have a big bold hero section, we have our expertise section, and we have a small About Us and a success story section and the client testimonials. Then we also have a call to action section. And this looks pretty clean, and we can definitely use that to create our website. And once again, we are inside the Divi Visual Builder, so we can edit all the text and images right here. Now, generating these web pages using Divi AI is just one of its superpower. Let me show you how you can create some amazing looking images as well as content for your WordPress website. So here we are on the same page that we have just generated using Divi AI, and let's say you want to generate a new image for this page. So here for the About Us section, we have this banner image. Now let's say we want to replace this image. So we are going to click on this cog icon here, and this is going to show us the image that is currently being used, that we can remove it from here. And now here we have an icon for AI. So if we click on this, it's going to give us two options: generate with AI or generate automatically. So here we can click on generate with AI, and now we get an option to choose our style. So we can choose whatever style of image we want. So right now we will prefer to use photo. And below this we have an option for image description, where we can write our prompt or the description to tell the Divi AI about what kind of image we want to generate. And after that we also have an option to upload a reference image. And below that we can define the aspect ratio. So right now we will choose landscape. And below that we can also define the size. So let's say we enter a simple prompt or the image description here. And once we enter our prompt or the image description, we can click on generate. And again, this is going to take a few seconds to generate the image using Divi AI. So here we have our image, and they look pretty amazing. So right now we are going to choose this image here, and then click on use image. And here we have updated our image on this website. And here we have an updated image on our page using the Divi AI. And once we are done, we just need to click on this green check mark here in order to save the image. And now if you want to add some text below this, so we are going to click on this module button here, and we are going to type in text. Let's click on this. And here we have the default content in the text module, which we are going to edit. So here in the text settings, we scroll down. Let's first remove this sample text. And now we have an option to write with AI. So let's click on this. And again, we get two options: write with AI and write automatically. So for now, we will select write with AI. And once again, we can choose the content type. We can add a paragraph, title, button, even blog post or social media post. Right now, we will choose paragraph. Here in this box, we need to describe the content that you want to generate using Divi AI. So once again, we are going to give a small description here. And below that, we have an option to choose the context. So we are going to take the context from the page itself, or we can choose from the section or module, or we can just select no context to generate some random context text. But right now, let's choose this page context. And after that, we have an option for guide me. So if we click on this, again, we can change the tone of voice. We can enter the specific keywords that you want to include, or we can give the exact length of the content that we want to generate. But right now, with the simple description, we are going to click on generate text and see how it goes. So let's click on this, and boom, here we have our text paragraph generated using Divi AI. So here is the text generated by Divi AI, and it looks pretty good. And in order to use this, we just need to click on use this text, or we can retry to generate a new one, or we can also improve with AI. So here are all the improvement things that we can implement on this particular paragraph that we have just generated. But right now we are going to use it as it is. So let's click on this and then click on this green check mark to save our changes. And this is how we can generate text using Divi AI. So this is how we can use Divi AI to generate some creative images and text for our website. Now once we are done with creating all the pages content, it's time to extend the functionality of our website. And for that, there are various plugins that you can install. So if your website is built on WordPress and you want to expand the functionality or features on your website, then chances are you will be able to find a plugin for that in the WordPress repository. For example, on your WordPress website, if you are considering organic traffic, then you cannot miss an SEO plugin. And for that, you can use SEO plugins like Rank Math or Yoast. Along with that, you cannot go wrong with a security plugin on your website. So make sure on your website you install a security plugin so that you can protect it from hackers and malwares. And as the time go by, you might be adding a lot of images on your website, maybe on your pages or maybe on the blog post. Then it's very important that you make sure that all the images are not taking too much space on the website server. And to fix that, there are image optimization plugins that you can add on your WordPress website. For example, plugins like EWW and Short Pixels are the plugins that can help you optimize the images that you have uploaded on your WordPress website. But as a rule of thumb, you should always use an image editing application like Canva or Photoshop to optimize your images for website so that you can reduce the burden on your website server and keep your website run smooth for your visitors. And in the end, make sure you always install a backup plugin on your WordPress website using which you can schedule regular backups for your WordPress website, and that backup can be stored in your Google Drive or any remote location online. Now, no matter how good your hosting provider is and how efficient their backup system is, make sure you always have a backup copy in your own hands. So make sure you install plugins like Updraft to take a regular backup of your WordPress website. So this is how easy it is to create your website on WordPress using Divi. If you have any questions, then feel free to add them in the comment section below. We will try our best to answer them as soon as possible. And if you like this video, then make sure you give it a like and share it with your friends and community. And to watch more WordPress videos like this one, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our next video. That's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next video.